Greetings, Dennis Daniels here. The big idea for this open source cross-platform code to build open source education applications. Easily done. Processing language offers all of that and more. Lots of online applications. Check out Open Processing or Sketchpad CC. Open source coding for teachers so that they can begin to take existing applications and modify them. Let me give you a demonstration of one of those applications now. This is not necessarily an educational application, but it is an example of the processing language. You can see it's fairly straightforward. This is developed by Andreas Schlegel, one of the developers for ControlP5, which is a button and slider kit for processing. So let's take a look at what open source looks like in real time. We're going to open another one of Andreas's examples, and let's go to libraries and then ControlP5 and double click on examples. And I've already looked at slider, auto, bang, and now let's take a look at basics. Double click on that. Oh, yes, double click on it or click OK. Oh shoot, didn't work. I know it didn't work because it's done that to me before. Again, libraries, ControlP5, examples. I have to double click. It's a little touchy actually. Double click on it. Okay, and now let's go to basics. And now I click on this one right here. The p.pd is what we are after. I open that. Now I have no idea what it does. It's the first time I've looked at it, but I do know that the ControlP5 application, or rather library, is very useful in creating buttons, and sliders, etc. Something that the processing language doesn't support very well, or didn't come with initially. So through the good works of Mr. Schlegel, we now have some very handy libraries. Let's take a look at one of those implementations. Control R to run the application. I'll close this in the background. Okay, so what we have here is a slider, and let's see if I can get some text to go into here. I can. Oh, happy days. Text handling in processing without the ControlP5 library is rather cumbersome. Number box B. So let's take a look at the source code and see what we can do. If I move this, I can move this. By clicking on this, it increases the number. And if I click on these little arrows, let's see if that changes anything. Doesn't look like it does, although I might be asking it to do too much right now. Oh, okay, so number slider, there we go. We have a number slide here, and the text, text A is connected to, slider A is connected to text A. So let's see if we can get any correlation between number boxes here. Doesn't look like it. But the text A does move. It doesn't change with the variable on slider A. Very useful for creating applications. So slider A right here and text A. So just to give you a quick idea as to how easy it is, relatively speaking, to modify this. Let's go ahead and expand out, and so this is where we declare our variables. Declare variables, and just like that. And here's the initialization of the application. I do this for my own sanity. Initialization, and there. Okay, so I've modified a little bit, and let's see. I I will need to look at the reference for what these variables are, and the way to do that, of course, is by going online and we search for ControlP5 processing. There it is, sajamo.de, and I'm going to be looking for the library, Java doc reference right there. And so we have some code here I want to take a look at, and it's this one right here, add number box. Let's see, Control C that, Control C, and so I have reference to how to use the code online. And let's do a search, Control F, Control V, add number box is not there. So it might be number box. No, MN. Oh, there it is, right there. Number box. Okay, so here is the code. Public class number box. Press the mouse inside a number box and move up and down to change the values of a number box. Okay, so here is the. Let's see. No examples. Ah, yes, there is an example. And it looks like it's the same example I have running right now. It looks very similar. Let's see. Maybe not. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and copy this and see if it's the same. The beauty of open source. You can't do this with Microsoft, that's for sure. So let's take and look at this code as an example, and I create a new one so I understand how number box works. This is how you learn, one way of learning how to code. Lots of other ways of doing it, but right now let's try this one. So we run it and it is different. Okay, so here are the initial number value, 127, 190. Not quite sure why. Oh, okay, you slide. That's what I'm doing. I'm sliding across to increase it. And this one I'm sliding as well. So that's how it works. So what's the whole point of all of this? Well, it's an example of open source in action and how it could be used. For example, if we wanted to set variables for how many, or the max and the min for a variable in a math problem or a chemistry problem, then we could do so by using these sliders and other tools like it. So take your time, learn processing a little bit. You can find out more about it at processing.org. You can also find out about more. You can also find out more about it at Open Processing, and you can also find out about more at Sketchpad. Both of these websites have great beginnings for you to take a look at creating new sketches instantly, as well as Open Processing. So between the two, there's lots to look at and lots to learn. Help us build a better education platform. We need more educational applications. We need to support online education, and we need to support making that as free and available as possible, as Khan Academy has done. Thank you very much for your time, and happy computing.